you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. This is caught, it's Cooks. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
90, Wolf. Target. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 54.
On first down, here's Love. The tackle there by John Johnson. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and 6.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Hey, do. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah. You don't want none. Yeah.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they... Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Go. Stay at home. Stay at home. Bravo. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Recon, 132 fighter. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Here we go. Fight.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
50, plant. Get your swarm on. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morgan. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
60 Pittsburgh. 61 Matchbox Lights.
Don't get nervous.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 5.
Now it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Gurley again here on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A toss here to Scarlett. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm here all day. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Hey, let's get this, get this. 58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. Go. Right here. 58, boys, 58. 58's the Mike.
They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Shot. 180. Check. 45 to Mike. Come on. Hey, 76. 76. Shot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
3rd and long. It's gone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At the 49-yard line.
Go set. 10 Lobo. It's a play. Exit. It's a play now. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. All right, T, let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Orbit. Mike. Go 58's the Mike. It's our time.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morgan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Watch Mike.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Love. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58.
He'll look to throw. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Break.
59. Mike's 59. Watch the screen.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
64, weak.
Second and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Isaac Nauta, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50. Charles, I guess you have to give some credit to the fact that they rallied and made the tackle, didn't allow 2 points to go the other way there.
Find that silver lining, because what happened prior to that was not positive. Go for 2, fumble the football, give up a return, but you're exactly right. They did hustle and prevented a score going against them.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Motion.
Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On second and 12, Goff. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for goal, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Let's get off the field.
On first down, gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check three.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
They're running it.
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Moody. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Goff now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 52. They can't hang with us. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, watch the slap.
Running to start the drive is Love. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Buzz. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. got a man. It's Brashon Perriman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hatchet.
80 weapon.
On first down, Love. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
10-2, sir. Hey, Charlie. Mike 52. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Love. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 12-yard line.
Got it.
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got you.
2nd and 11. That's complete right around the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ready, go.
Check 52's to Mike. Coming to you. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Five.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Isaac Nada, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Motion man, watch 12, watch 12. All day, all day.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gone. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 36.
Tiger.
Goff now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moody. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run. It's Gurley. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He's looking for Ridley again, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on first down. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 31-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Go. Hey, Mike 52. Now.
2nd and 5. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. He's tired of me.
Go.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Ready.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
52's the Mike. Check, 52's the Mike. I got it. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Greystone travel. Bravo. Hit it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
50, plant. Hey, box drop.
Little Mike 52, Mike 52. Get in the weight room.
Hey, Mike 52.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Love. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 48 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Go. Go. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Come on.
Look at me. Zipper.
Back up, back up. 58, boys, 58. 58's the mic.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
It's now 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on. You better bring it.
Smooth.
Mike 52. Mike 52. He don't know no better. 52's the Mike.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Set, ready? 8, read.
52's the Mike. Let's go.
Go.
52.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
90 wolf.
58. First and 10 at the 27-yard
Hey,
line.
wahoo.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Hey, exit.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 58, right over there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Ready up.
52, Mike, 52. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Hey, orbit.
52, Mike, 52. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Yes, yes. Get ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding